when a Jamaican man really wants a woman to keep, he's evaluating that woman and the amount of work she let him put in before he gets her.
Exactly.
Why? It's because that will tell him how much security he have when it comes down to this woman.
And her level of loyalty.
And her level of loyalty. And how hard another person have to work to sweep her off her feet.
Exactly.
Because if I just come in and I give you the lingua,
that's it.
and all of a sudden
yeah.
I'm seeing you
how many others
giving me the little flirty thing going on and start moving certain type of way like I could lift the skirt up. In my mind I'm thinking,
so okay,
another dude probably could sweep in and do the same thing or do it better and get you lifting up your skirt. So you have to make me work for it. Let me feel like, okay, I know I'm good at what I do, and if I had to put in this much work, then God bless the other dude.
We have a lot of women not making it work for them.
No, they make it so easy, and then because don't get it twisted, if you make it super easy, we might still later, something might still happen.
And it do happen.
But it's not
but it's
going to be nothing everlasting. It's not going to be nothing that you deem important because she didn't make it up, she didn't make it an importance. So it's a little bit, but...
Can I ask, where did this reputation for Jamaican men come from though? Because people say where there's smoke, there's fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people have the perception, cheaters. Not loyal, womanizer, whatever.
And I don't think it's necessarily. I just think it's how Jamaican men act. I don't think it's per se, I don't know. I don't think it's
targeted at them specifically.
Right. I just think it's the way how they act and you see a Jamaican man coming a mile away because the swag is on 100 speed.
Just like just move. Sometimes I go downtown and I see a woman and I say, Jamaican.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You can't pinpoint.
So it's not like I don't think I just think they just got a bad rap. But you do have men out there that just goes and just go down the line. Got these notches on the belt. And that's around the world. That's
great
not just
Jamaican
man.
Yes, you do.
You have great Jamaican, you have bad Jamaican man.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
in the Jamaican culture. In the Jamaican culture, growing up as a young man, it depends who you are around. I'm a garrison kid. And when I say garrison kid, meaning ghetto, the inner city. My role models are the dudes that I role model after was the dudes that call themselves gallus. These gentlemen in America, probably a female would say he's a hoe. He got a lot of females and he's doing what he's doing. In Jamaica, the gallus would be idolized. And growing up as a young kid, you want to be like the gallus. You want to have a million girls. No.
I think that's where it comes from.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
A lot of Jamaican men never grow out of the phase of being a gallus. One thing. The next thing is this, and this is not thought of a lot of times, but I think this has something to do with it. A Jamaican man has been in Jamaica for all his life. He comes to America. He's seen different women. If he's not in a committed situation, he's going to try different things. If you catch him in that trying phase, then you are in problems. Meaning,
you're gonna get hurt.
Yes, if you catch that Jamaican man fresh off of Jamaica, still got the Jamaican style on him, seen these exotic women as well moving about. He's seen the Asian, he's seen the this, he's seen the American, he's seen all type of female that it's not accustomed to. It's gonna be problems. He's gonna wet the whistle. He's gonna try. It's just like taking a kid inside of a store with candy, and they're looking like, I've tried Snickers before, but what is this? That's Butterfinger, or that's Kit Kat, or that's whatever it is. It's the same thing. The curiosity is there. And then as a Jamaican, again, as I said again, it's a little bit easier because I would say in Jamaica there's a lot of women, but in Jamaica you still gotta put that work in. Not saying that there ain't woman in Jamaica that would just give it up. It will. Yeah. But you have to put a lot more work in because the ladies in the neighborhood in Jamaica know that is him. That is Orlando. That is Brody, and you know you have to work it, right? Because it is what it is.
You have to go out to port.
Good. Yeah. So now when you come to America, it's a clean slate. Yeah. Nobody knows Roddy. But Roddy is also a Jamaican. So the moment you step up and you say something to a lady, the first thing is, oh, you're Jamaican. And you get a lean back. In your mind, you just won.
Right.
Without winning.
Right.
Without trying.
Without trying,
you just
won.
Yeah. Especially if you move to Atlanta. We all know about Atlanta.
So when you are approached with that, with the level of swag, with the level of what you know, with all the hard work that you've been putting in over time, over the years to get female, coming to a place like America fresh and see what happening. It's super easy. You're gonna be doing something. Yeah. You might sell some females some dreams too. Yeah, you don't want to because the Jamaican men got lyrics.
Yes. We talked a little bit about a better life and just, you know, more opportunities. It has nothing to do with where you're from. It's a human trait to want better opportunities for yourself and for the people coming behind you. So for non-Caribbean women involved with a Jamaican man or a Caribbean man who are concerned or worried that he's not being genuine, maybe he hasn't been upfront about his situation, or maybe they're just worried that, you know, he doesn't really love me for me, he's actually looking for something from me. How would you all speak to that woman or
yeah, what are some of the things what are some of the things that she could look for to say, okay, this is genuine or not genuine?
I know that's a jam-packed question.
Well, the first thing is you have to come to your spouse and play it fair.
Okay.
You have to speak the truth. Well, woman look and little things.
Okay.
Man not do that. Woman look and that's alright.
Let me kind of chime in a little bit as to what hubby's saying. Okay, so for me, I'm Jamaican, he's Jamaican, and he came to me and we made the conscious decision to help him get everything that he needs to be able to stay here. For me, how I know that he was genuine to me, he never left me to go hang with his friends.
Okay.
It could be 100 man, I would be the only woman.
Okay.
He always involved me with going out.
So you bring you around his people,
He brings me around his friends.
Okay.
Secondly is he had the opportunity to stay somewhere else while the whole process, and he didn't. He stayed with me. There are certain things that you have to look for. If the man just don't want to be around you, he don't want to be around you. So you have to look at stuff like that because it says a lot about where he wants to be. And if he's always running with his friends, then he wants to be with his friends.
Okay.
That's the problem.
Well, let me say this. Well, that is a testimony to prove that even if you're going to help your Jamaican man to do certain things or help him to get straight or help him to, you know, figure certain things out in life, it can be great afterwards. It can be something genuine that y'all work on together and it bears fruits. It bears a beautiful marriage. It bears companionship. It bears togetherness. It bears a long life future. A lot of times when, you know, a Jamaican man is in a situation and a woman might think, okay, this is all he wants me for. Not all the time it's true. I'm not saying it can happen where certain things are crazy, but a lot of time it's a genuinity to it. It might be a situation where those two people really want to connect, really have something going on, and you know, y'all can't let that little one obstacle deter that from being something great.
Definitely.
So, you know, that's a good
always have an open dialogue when it comes to
yes,
that. always have an open dialogue. Don't beat around the bush. Ask the questions that you want your answers to.
Okay.
And let them, you know, let it be up front. I mean, that's number one.
Yeah, get everything out before
Yes.
you make that conscious decision.
Most definitely. There have been women that will say, I will ask the question, are Jamaican men good fathers?
Yeah.
Give a little bit of insight about that. And
Like-
I love you chime into that too.
Like-
just because, you know.
We put it up like about
Well, let me talk. Let me talk.
60%.
Okay, let
60%.
the ladies start. Both there. As I said again, I always emphasize this.
Yes.
60%.
My wife is American.
Yeah.
Vanessa is Jamaican. Me and Roddy are both Jamaican.
Yeah.
So let's ask both the Jamaican woman and the American woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do y'all think Jamaicans are good fathers?
I can speak for my Jamaican. My Jamaican is an amazing father. You know, he loves his kids. His kids are the highlight of his life. And I think everything that you do, you have a focus on how it affects them. So to me, that's the epitome of a great father. But I can't say that all Jamaican men are great fathers, because as we've discussed, men are men across cultures. You know, and good people are good people across cultures, and good fathers are good fathers across cultures. But this one right here, he loves his kids. So yes, I would say from my experience, Jamaican men are great fathers.
And I second that. Everything that Joe says, 100%. We'll go to the ends of the earth for his kids.
Okay. So, men will be men. And the more we have this conversation is the more it speaks to a good man will be a good man, and a bad person or a bad man will definitely do bad things. So, you know, Jamaicans come with a certain stereotype. They only want this, do they only want that? And there is something that I always ask myself, Ronnie, to be honest with you. You know, married to an American woman, and here's some of the stereotypes that comes across the Jamaican man. Oh, he just wants sex, he just wants this, he just wants that. I would say to myself many a times, then what happened to the American man that just wants sex?
Right.
Do y'all deem them problematic, or do y'all deem them, you know, as bad persons? Because I know a lot of American women have been with American men, and it's only the sex or only whatever it is, that's why I am here now, or that's why probably another person is there, or whatever it is. Me and you met here in America, and is going in a relationship or trying to enter to one because whatever you had before didn't work. Now, this situation might be beautifully separated. The situation where both came to an agreement and said, this ain't working, so let's do that. Beautiful. But I know that there are women out there that didn't mind having that one night stand with an American. Sleeping with this American, and they tell her, hey, it ain't gonna work, and it's just one thing, and then he dip.
Yeah.
Why don't those men get a flag? Why don't those men get, oh, you are a bad American man, or a bad Chinese?
Because
we have to stick off them man. Them man is the bad man.
Why they don't get
fruit? That exotic fruit of a Jamaican man is where they wanted to be. And when it didn't happen, they're going out there and they're just saying all Jamaican men are.
So you think because of the expectation? Because I always think of that. I always say, do we come with expectations?
Enough Jamaican.
As Jamaican men, because when a woman find a good thing, it's like walking in the sun and find you a precious medal and it looks golden. And then you go home and you try to clean it, and then the gold starts to strip and you're like, damn it, this is bull crap, and you know you mad.
Waste my time.
When you've been having regular metals that you know to yourself, this ain't gold, but I'm gonna rack it. That is crazy. You get where I'm coming from? So the moment
that man's gonna work.
Well, once they find a Jamaican man and it turns out not to be the one that they want to cling to, then all Jamaican men are bad, and
that's it.
That's just how it all comes about.
Well, ladies,
and it's wrong, but
take it from me.
Already there, so
Jamaica is not as big as America, but there's a lot of men there that are good men, that are great individuals, and you know, sometimes you have to grow with that person. And we establish certain things just now. Sometimes if that Jamaican man is not too experienced, if he's too new, if he's, you know, there's a couple of things that could be probably a red flag, but have conversation.
If he doesn't know himself yet,
good.
You're gonna have a problem.
So have conversation, talk to your man on a whole. And when you approach a situation, just try to forget that he's Jamaican.
Right.
That means the stereotypes ain't floating around in your head, you ain't overthinking it, whatever the situation is.
Right.
And you can approach it just like a regular slow.
Right.
Approach it like you're in college. Approach it like you know, are you regular life in America, you meet a man and he's like, hey shorty, and y'all do that little thing and then it work. Approach it same way when the Jamaican man say, hey, you look good enough. Yeah. And he steps to you.
Then you go say, oh, you're Jamaican. No.
I give you that.
I don't want to know.
Alright, Francie hear the accent.
Yes.
And she hear say, alright, all Jamaican man is bad.
She going the other way.
Take caution.
Yes, take caution.
Take caution.
Take caution.
And prove the world wrong.
Yeah, prove the world wrong.
Because I've had many people that we have conversations with in comment section and not in emails, whatever it is, are living beautiful lives with their Jamaican.
Right.
That they got to, you know, learn them.
Yeah.
Got to see what life was about. Had conversation. Had dialogue. You know, communicated well.
Yes.
And they either know that this is not really something that is going to last, but we're here in the moment and we're okay with it.
Yeah. Right.
We're okay with doing this
Have
for
that
another 2 weeks, another 3 weeks, a month and a half, but I know that this is not going to be the long-term thing.
Yeah.
Have that conversation.
Yes, have the conversation. It might be tough sometimes, but have that conversation.
Take time out to do
He
it.
has
Yes.
to have the conversation.
And don't lie because your girlfriend said that Jamaican man came over and said, girl, you find one. You feel like I must lie about the situation
right.
to make it what it is.
Right. Because me don't look bad at
Exactly. No, I'm the one that they gonna get the dirty looks when they see me.
Yeah.
When you know that we wasn't doing this for long term.
Right.
We agreed that, you know, we just seen each other for now.
Yeah.
You know, we seen other people. So when your friends see me with another woman, don't, you know, I don't want it to look crazy.
Right.
People don't have these conversations.
Yeah. Conversation.
How does the average Jamaican female, right, feel about the Jamaican man dating outside of his race or culture?
Well, I can't speak for nobody else but myself.
Okay. What do you feel
I can't speak for nobody else but myself.
Kind of like that.
And I don't have a problem with it.
But America.
I do not have a problem with it. There's not a one Jamaican to a Jamaican. It's just crazy. You don't know who you're gonna fall in love with. You don't know who's gonna fall in love with you. So, who am I to have anything to say about it? So I don't have nothing at all to say about it.
Let me do this. Let me ask you this, Jordan. In America, there is many different cultures. There's the Caucasian culture. There's African American culture. How do y'all feel to see one of y'all black brothers or black men date a white woman?
For some, it can be a very controversial topic. You know, it can be. There are tensions around that. I'm not going to pretend like there aren't, you know, African American women that feel a way about it.
Right.
But ultimately, what Vanessa said, you don't own a person just because they come from your culture, just because they got the same skin tone as you. We belong to the Most High.
See, the reason why I asked that question is because that's the closest thing that we can compare it to. Reason being is because for the American woman, everything that is here is American. There's a lot of African American men here, but there's also a different race. For the Jamaican woman, there's not much for her to compare it. Because anything that's overseas or in America is foreign. Foreigner. And I'm going to be honest, there is a lot of probably Jamaican woman that probably feel some type of way about, you know, probably an American woman, you know, getting her man that she think is her man.
Yeah.
But If that man went to any other woman, it would be the same damn thing.
Right.
But it's always nice to blame it on something.
Yes.
Because if she lose her man to her best friend, it ain't gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
If she lose it to somebody down the street, it's gonna be a problem in Jamaica.
One of the biggest problems.
But it's nice to say, go out with the American girlfriend and make it be a thing. Oh, true, she's American.
Yeah, right.
That had nothing to do with it. A man is gonna go when a man is gonna go. Or a woman is gonna go when a woman is ready to go. That's just one of them things.
Yeah.
As I said, there is many different, layers of it. Many different layers of, stereotypes. For the American woman, a lot of times I've heard that she thinks the Jamaican woman don't like her.
And I don't know where that's coming from.
Well,
You can't talk because
Yeah.
you can't talk.
no, man.
There is a
I don't know where
lot.
that's
Jamaican woman and American woman, two different.
Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
They
maybe.
don't like them one another.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
I think where maybe
No,
where their
no.
kids are involved.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
If they're kids involved.
Maybe that's where that little friction comes in, but I don't see just Jamaican woman just get up and go, I'm gonna like American
But they are Jamaica for
American woman.
30 odd year.
Yes.
You see? So we can't tell her that.
Yeah,
No,
you
that's
see
your problem.
first.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Jamaican woman definitely has a problem with the American woman.
Yes.